Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely change the way you look at the plumbing inside your house. So often we just turn on a tap or flush a toilet and kind of just assume the water magically disappears down some endless pipe. But our source material today beautifully illustrates that your home's drain system isn't just a single pipe. It's actually a highly connected, intricate map designed to move used water safely out of your home. And honestly, once you understand this map, you hold the power to spot early warning signs and make vastly better decisions when things go wrong. So here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. Mapping your drain system, 2. Starting points and traps, 3. Branch lines and vents, 4. Main lines and cleanouts, and finally, 5. Reading the warning signs. Let's get right into it. Okay, Section 1. Mapping your drain system. The absolutely crucial point to grasp here is that this is a fully connected network. It is explicitly designed to transport wastewater from your sinks, your toilets, and your showers and deliver it safely to either a municipal sewer line or a private septic tank. Visualizing this as a complete, interconnected system, rather than just isolated pipes hiding under each sink, completely empowers you. When you know how the whole system breathes and flows, you can instantly recognize when something is just slightly off, long before it turns into a really expensive disaster. So let's track the actual route the water takes. Try to anchor this mental model in your mind. Step 1. Water enters the fixture drains. Step 2. It flows into the branch lines and the venting system. Step 3. It gathers into the main drain line. And Step 4. It hits the exit system, leaving your property entirely. That is the exact journey every single time you use water in your home. Moving right along to Section 2, Starting Points and Traps. Our journey obviously starts with the visible elements, right? The fixtures. Your kitchen sinks, the bathroom tubs, and the showers all gather wastewater and funnel it down. Your toilets are also primary starting points, utilizing a dedicated drain that relies on a specific flapper and siphon action to push waste into the hidden plumbing. Literally every drop of wastewater in your home starts its journey right here. Now, what's really interesting here is the P-trap. You've definitely seen that curved pipe under your kitchen or bathroom sink. Well, that little curve is essentially an unsung hero of modern sanitation. By its very design, it holds a small, permanent amount of water right inside that dip. And that tiny pool of water creates an airtight seal that physically blocks foul sewer gases from creeping back up the pipes and into your living space. It's just such a simple yet absolutely brilliant piece of engineering. All right, Section 3. Branch lines and vents. You can think of branch lines as the internal connecting roads of your house. Once the wastewater leaves those individual fixture drains, it needs a way to travel. So it flows into these larger branch lines, which gather the water from different rooms, say connecting your guest bathroom and your laundry room, and carry it all toward the main drain system. And this brings us to a concept that completely blows most people's minds. Plumbing isn't just about water. It is very much about air. The venting system consists of pipes that deliberately allow air to enter the plumbing. Why? Because to move water effectively, you have to balance the air pressure. Without air pushing behind it, the water would literally just choke in the pipes. Vents are just as vital to your home's health as the drain pipes themselves. I want you to imagine that distinct rhythmic glugging sound coming from a sink right after you empty it. We've all heard it, right? Well, that sound is a prime symptom of a pressure imbalance. If your vents are clogged, maybe by leaves on the roof or a bird's nest, the system gasps for air. This poor venting is exactly what causes slow drainage, mysterious water backups in other fixtures, and that telltale glugging noise. It is quite literally your house gasping for breath. Which brings us to Section 4, main lines and cleanouts. Eventually, all those internal branch lines feed into the main drain line. This is the big one. It gathers every single drop of wastewater from your home and runs it straight toward the exterior foundation. But here is the critical takeaway. Because multiple sources converge into this one single pipe, the impact of a clog here is massive. If this main line gets obstructed, you won't just have one backed up sink. No, you'll have several fixtures failing to drain all at the exact same time. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a basement or a crawl space or maybe walking outside near your foundation and wondered what those random small removable caps on the pipes are actually for? Well, those are called cleanouts. They are strategically placed access points, usually located near the foundation or wherever the pipe layout abruptly changes direction. They exist so that if there's a massive blockage, a professional can safely and quickly access the main line without having to rip out your toilets or sinks. They are absolutely your best friend during a plumbing emergency. Finally, we reach the exit.
Your home relies on one of two distinct final destinations. If you're on a municipal sewer, your main line simply connects to the public system. Easy enough. But if you're on a septic system, your plumbing leads to a private tank right on your property. In a septic tank, solids settle out and liquids flow onward to a drain field for treatment. It's incredibly crucial to know which of these two setups your home uses before you ever attempt any DIY fixes, because they behave very differently and require completely different maintenance routines.
Now for the really practical stuff. Section 5. Reading the warning signs. Your house speaks to you through physical symptoms. When something goes wrong, it always leaves clues. So when you look at a sink or hear a weird noise, you have to ask yourself, what exactly are my drains trying to tell me based on the map we just learned? Let's decode those clues together. If you have slow draining in just one sink, your map tells you it's likely a localized blockage right there at that specific fixture. Hearing gurgling sounds? Well, as we just learned, that points directly to a venting or air pressure issue. What if multiple fixtures are backing up at once? You now know that means the blockage has to be deeper, in a shared branch line or that main drain line. Noticing foul odors near the drains? That's a strong sign your P-trap is dry or a seal is broken, which is letting sewer gas in. And if you're getting repeated clogs over and over, it suggests an aging pipe layout, or perhaps some improper disposal habits going on in the house.
And speaking of habits, prevention is for sure always cheaper than a cure. The source material gives us some incredibly simple, highly effective habits. Number 1, do not pour grease down your kitchen drains. It hardens and creates massive, stubborn blockages. Number 2, use simple drain strainers to catch hair and debris. And number 3, never flush inappropriate items down the toilet. If you have a septic system, these practices, along with regular pumping, are even more critical.
I want to leave you with this direct quote from the source material because it really is the perfect conclusion. If problems are recurring or involve frequent backups, it's a strong signal that a professional inspection may be the most cost-effective path. You now have the homeowner's map in your head. You know how the fixtures, the traps, branch lines, vents, and main lines all work together. You can totally diagnose those minor, localized issues on your own. But when multiple lines back up or the problems just keep returning, you know exactly when it's time to put down the wrench and call in a pro. So the next time you hear a mysterious glug from your sink, ask yourself, is it just a simple clog? Or is your entire home gasping for air? Thanks for joining me on this explainer.